I'm an only child, and I would do and will do anything I can to pay them back.
So I wonder if you couldn't, the creditor that took the UCC1, what do you owe them? Is that the $297?
I am.
You are.
Okay. Do you have car keys?
Where's your son?
In his father's arms.
It's just all in your story, and it's weird. And I'm not picking on you. I'm not shaming you.
Number 5, Danielle. In a bizarre and unsettling twist, a recent call to The Ramsey Show left listeners perplexed and disturbed. The caller, a woman named Danielle, sought advice from host Ramsey on selling her house and improving her financial situation. However, the conversation quickly took an unexpected turn, plunging into a realm of danger and fear. Danielle's voice trembled with unease as she revealed that she was living with her son's father in a less than ideal arrangement. Ramsey, picking up on the underlying tension, questioned the status of her relationship, only to discover that Danielle owned the house herself.
Danielle, where are you, Danielle? Are you outside your house right now?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to talk to you outside, and he's actually standing next to me because he can't go inside.
We need to get the boyfriend out of the house, and that's going to involve the police and or your father and your brothers. Easy, breathe. You're in a horrible situation, and you have to make the moves to get away from it.
A chilling realization crept in as he inquired about the departure of her boyfriend. Danielle hesitated, her voice betraying a palpable fear. As the call continued, the situation spiraled into a disorienting mix of financial concerns and personal danger. Danielle confided that she carried a burden of $16,000 in debt, including medical expenses from the birth of her son. Seeking solace and stability, she contemplated selling the house to provide a better future for herself and her child. However, Ramsey's focus abruptly shifted, sensing the imminent peril lurking within Danielle's home. With urgency in his voice, Ramsey implored Danielle to flee her residence immediately. His insistence on involving the police and seeking refuge with her father and brothers sent shockwaves through the airwaves. Confusion reigned as Danielle hesitated, torn between a desperate desire for safety and the perceived complexity of her situation. In an eerie turn of events, Ramsey's words took on an almost surreal quality. He repeated, almost mantra-like, that Danielle and her son were in imminent danger. His voice mingled with the unsettling sound of crying in the background. Listeners found themselves gripped by an inexplicable sense of unease, as if witnessing a dark and twisted scene unfolding before their very ears. The call, laced with confusion and weirdness, reached a climax when Ramsey promised to ensure Danielle's safety. Behind the scenes, actions were set in motion. The police were summoned, and Danielle's boyfriend would soon find himself confined justifiably in a cage. The atmosphere remained charged with tension, even as relief coursed through the hearts of concerned listeners.
I have about $16,000 worth of debt. It includes a car, a credit card, some medical debt from the birth of our son.
Part of his psychological job is he has convinced you that you're not able to operate without him.
I am.
You are.
Okay. Do you have car keys?
Where's your son?
In his father's arms. Just got a promotion at my job. I've been there about 10 years. I don't quite know what it works out to be, but it's $21 an hour. I believe it's like $44. I want to fix it. That's why I want to sell my home, and I just want to be done with everything.
Honey, we don't need to call a realtor.
Number 4, Violet. During a call to the Dave Ramsey Show, a young woman named Violet expressed her concerns about her recent engagement to her fiancé from the Dominican Republic. Violet, who is currently in debt and working on her debt snowball, questioned whether it was wise to get married, knowing she would still have student loans to pay off. Dave Ramsey, known for his financial advice, shifted his role from financial guru to a paternal figure, offering guidance to Violet. He highlighted the potential risks involved in such situations, cautioning her to be vigilant and not be easily deceived by someone seeking marriage solely for the purpose of obtaining citizenship. Ramsey urged Violet to ensure that her fiancé was not taking advantage of her and emphasized the importance of proof regarding his character and work ethic. With a language and culture barrier to navigate, Ramsey advised Violet to seek the involvement of a trusted individual, such as a family member, pastor, or friend, who could provide an objective perspective on the situation. While Ramsey acknowledged that the process could work out positively, he emphasized the need for wisdom and thorough consideration. He urged Violet to prioritize her own well-being and to protect herself from potential heartache and deception. Number 3, Peter. In this riveting episode of The Ramsey Show, a captivating caller named Peter hogs the limelight with his unusual financial dilemma. With a warm greeting from the host, Peter eagerly takes center stage, setting the scene for the extraordinary tale that's about to unfold. Peter initiates his narrative by disclosing his 3-year-long responsibility for his parents' mortgage and home equity due to the lingering effects of the pandemic.
I have been paying for my parents' mortgage and home equity.
But this idea that you took them to raise is just dysfunctional, dude. That's the non-starter.
Full and interest, which I'm currently doing, they're covering the property taxes. That's option number one. Continue what I'm currently doing.
It's just all in your story, and it's weird. And I'm not picking on you. I'm not shaming you.
Paying $3,000 a month with that.
Why are you paying your parents' mortgage?
He presents 3 options: sticking to the current arrangement of paying the principal and interest while his parents handle property taxes, opting for a $3,000 monthly payment, or exploring alternative avenues. Peter proceeds to explain that his father was compelled to retire at the pandemic's onset, confronting age discrimination in his field, while his mother works as a teacher. As the sole child, Peter feels an overwhelming sense of gratitude towards his exceptional parents and is resolute in his determination to support them. Growing increasingly incredulous, the host questions why Peter's parents are unable to cover their own mortgage. Peter reveals that their combined annual income amounts to approximately $45,000, with no savings to fall back on. The host swiftly suggests that they sell their current property, valued at around $700,000, and purchase a more affordable $500,000 home, thereby eliminating their mortgage altogether. However, Peter remains firm in his belief that this is not a feasible option and that his intention was to provide temporary assistance. Exasperated, the host argues that the current situation is unsustainable, urging Peter to reconsider his role in upholding a world of illusion for his parents. He warns that the collision between emotions and finances will inevitably occur, likening it to a calamitous NASCAR crash, ultimately leaving everyone in a worse-off state.
I just want you to hear it loud and clear, because you aren't. You're nowhere near hearing it. That's why I'm smacking you so hard.
In another industry, he was making.
Both of my parents are in their 70s as professors.
I'm an only child, and I would do and will do anything I can to pay them back.
Can you afford $3,000? I mean, this is different. Do you make $25,000 a month, and this is no big deal?
For being fantastic parents and giving me an amazing job.
To help them avoid reality? Why can't they pay their mortgage?
I should probably know a month off the top of my head, but for a year it's 110.
Number 2, Elisa. In a gripping call to The Ramsey Show, Elisa from Atlanta bared her financial struggles as a newly self-employed individual. The air crackled with tension as Elisa confessed that her husband's video production business had failed to generate sufficient income, leaving them drowning in a sea of debt. Medical bills and unpaid taxes only added to their financial woes, pushing them to the brink of despair. Elisa's voice quivered with desperation as she sought guidance on the bewildering path to financial stability. The host wasted no time in dissecting their situation, exposing the harsh truth lurking beneath their optimistic facade. With an air of skepticism, he called out their misguided perception of success and the dire need for a reality check. The conversation intensified as Elisa defended her husband's passion for video editing, while Ramsey relentlessly attacked the flawed business strategy. The host's words cut like a knife, slicing through the layers of denial and exposing the painful truth. Their business was not thriving. It was sinking them further into poverty. As tensions mounted, Ramsey urged Elisa's husband to make a crucial decision: either secure a well-paying job in the video industry or juggle multiple side jobs to keep their heads above water while he honed his business acumen. The stakes were high. Their financial survival hinged on their ability to adapt and confront the harsh realities of their situation. With each word uttered, the call became a gripping testament to the fragility of dreams and the price one must pay for delusion. Elisa clung to the lifeline of hope offered by the host, while her faith in her husband's potential flickered in the face of harsh truths. Number 1, Jamal. In this call to The Ramsey Show, Jamal opens up about his overwhelming debt situation. He reveals that he is burdened with a staggering $622,000 in debt, comprising $297,000 in business loans and $325,000 on credit cards.
I have $622,000 in loans, and I was just buying big lots from them, cleaning it up, and selling it that in the evenings. During the day, I was running a store. $297,000 business and $325,000 credit card.
So I wonder if you couldn't. The creditor that took the UCC1 What do you owe them? Is that the $297?
I make less and less money. Revenue
So I wonder if you don't crank up your online sales.
went down. It's 2 stores, and I can actually sell one of the stores.
Jamal explains that his business, consisting of 2 grocery and cell phone stores, suffered a decline in revenue, particularly online sales due to supplier issues. Additionally, he is currently going through a divorce and acknowledges his own poor financial decisions over the past few years, leading to the accumulation of his substantial debt. Seeking guidance, Jamal considers selling one store to alleviate some of the financial pressure and generate monthly savings. However, he expresses uncertainty about the best course of action and how to proceed. The show's host, Dave Ramsey, suggests focusing on revitalizing the online business, which has been the most successful aspect previously. By increasing online sales and sourcing new suppliers, Jamal could potentially clear the debt associated with his business creditors. Ramsey advises against immediately paying off the credit card debt and instead prioritizes addressing the business loans. He encourages Jamal to exhaust all possible options before considering bankruptcy.
Again, and go source that. I think the reason you lost all of that was the normal course of business is attrition. All right.
And I used to have a good online sales, and that went down, and that got everything.
By just raising your sales online, that'd clear him and get some income coming in.
And to top all of that, I'm going through divorce.
Because your highest income potential that you've outlined here is not the sale of stores.
Well, not to blame on it, but I made some huge, stupid decision in the last 2-3 years that accumulated the debt.
It's restarting and revamping and reviving your old online business.
I'm at a stage where I can't make minimum payments. It's been almost 2 months where I haven't made payment to half of them.
That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.